Alright. Testing. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little while to set things up. So you better just sit tight, because it's gonna take a while. It's going to take a little while. I didn't think this through perfectly. But anyways, so for now I just need to go into File Manager, and then I gotta go into Downloads, OPC. There you go. This one's right here that I need, and then after that I'm gonna need to screen capture, yes, but you're just gonna be capturing one window, which is gonna be this window. Yeah, let's go. Works for me. And now shut this one up. All right, so I think we're good. You're gonna see a little bit cropped, but honestly it doesn't matter, at least not to me. So really that's kind of it. Say sort by created. Is that really all right? We're about to see. Anyway, so kind of messy right now, but we're about to see if it works like I want it to work. Oh, I think there's one more thing that I need to fix here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I guess right now I'm gonna this one off. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are getting any audio or not. And that's kind of messing me up. So let me see if I can do something here. So okay, let's see if this one works. Testing. Well, it seems like it is working. So I'm just gonna verify it. Let's just see if it's working as it should be. Oh, there is a big delay. Alright, you wouldn't be able to see it anyways. Alright, so we're just gonna take a risk that it is working. I'm just gonna take the risk. I'm also gonna disconnect this just to make sure that there's nothing else going to grab the audio. Honestly, that's kind of it. I'm just gonna check very quickly if I can just test if I'm getting audio from somewhere. Let's see. I need something to test the audio. I guess I could put one of my old videos, I guess. Okay. Hey. Is it working at all? Oh, I think I know what it is. It's probably that this thing disconnected. Okay. So I think I get it now. So my headphones were off. Let me just see if I can get some audio now. Any amount of audio would be nice. But no, I'm just not getting any audio at all. Let's see if I can get some audio in here. Nope. I do not know why, but I'm not getting the audio. Let me see if I can fix this. Because I need audio if I'm gonna. Hmm. No, I'm just not getting audio at all. Testing. That one's working alright, but the other one's not working at all. Oh, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. Hmm. I really should have tested this before. There you go. There you go. Hmm. Okay. So this one's correctly connected. Yeah. I'm just not seeing the. No. Mm. Okay. So that one's working now. And now I just need to check if the live one is correctly putting in sound. Let me just check that. Okay, got it. It's finally working. That took a while. But anyways, so today I'm continuing on with my sort of job here of just trying to grab as many pictures as I can. So yeah. So let's try to do this. All right. So where was I? So right now, chapter 320. Uh, I am collecting more pictures. All right. So let me just go ahead on this and 320 and put this thing right here. All right. This is actually picture number 2 and done. So all right. So I just need to continue with this. Anyways. So currently, I finally arrived at chapter 320. The Straw Hats are fighting Aokiji. They're not gonna win this one. They definitely ain't winning this one. But yeah, that's what's going on right now, guys. So it's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna get there eventually. Let me just. Save this. All right. So Luffy does a Gungan bullet, does nothing. Then uh, uh that's it. He even no deals them with an unnamed attack. That's kind of crazy that he does this, but yeah, he just does this. Anyways, Lewis first. There you go. That's a good quality of life. Yes. That's it. Okay, so if anybody's wondering why I switched from Windows to Linux, I guess mostly I I just heard about. This is gonna sound so name grabby, but I kind of got this from I think this YouTuber that's called Mental Outlaw, right? So Mental Outlaw is a YouTuber that I follow occasionally from time to time. I just watch some of his videos and stuff. I find him pretty interesting. So I watched one of his videos and he was talking about how PewDiePie just switched to Linux and how he's doing a lot of cool stuff now. And I had tried Linux before, but mostly I quit on it because of gaming. But as I was checking on my life, let's say the last 2 years, I pretty much stopped gaming altogether. I game occasionally, like let's say one every 6 months I play one game and stuff like that. Right now, currently, I guess the game I'm playing it's a mobile game. Well, it's not exclusively mobile, but it's Balatro, and Super Auto Pets, which basic games that can run on almost anything. So yeah, I mean, like I kind of told myself I'm no longer playing any games that I need the compatibility, so doesn't matter. I don't really need Windows anymore. Plus, I was already mad with Windows anyways. I was mad with Windows since they did the Windows 11 thing. I think they have a good feature in their hands. Well, there's actually two big changes that they did from Windows 10 to Windows 11 that kind of pissed me off. The first one was the potential to put ads on the operating system. I honestly don't know if they implemented or not. I think it was just something that it was being talked about that they were going to do that. Like somebody found like traces of it in the code, like they were gonna put ads into the Explorer, and I was like, no, hell no, I'm out of there. I'm out. I don't want that. So yeah, that was strike one, and then there was a strike two, which pissed me the hell off, which was sort of the thing of taking screenshots of everything you do, so that you can return back to that screenshot point. Technically, it's a very useful tool. Technically, there's nothing wrong with that as it is, but I kind of don't like the idea of being spied that hard. Uh, Again, I don't really have anything to hide or anything, but it kind of just pisses me off, right? It kind of just does that. I don't really have a good reason. It kind of just pisses me off. So yeah, those two things kind of piss me off, and I said I don't really want to keep doing this. I am tired of dealing with this shit. I don't want to do it. I do not care. Doesn't matter. I don't want it. Whatever. So in the end, um, yeah, it was just something that I had been thinking for a while. In fact, as long as I'm being honest here, so my main driver is it's a Mac computer. Basically, since Windows did that shit, I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna put sensitive information in Windows anymore. I kind of just don't want to do that. So on my Windows machine, I kind of just have the things for streaming and the things for gaming, and that's it. I don't really have anything else on that. Not that not that I'm gonna share what other things. Well, I mean, it's mostly just kind of just documents, right? Like copies of my secure documents, important documents, like high school diploma, university degree, I don't know, my military service card, stuff like that. Uh, I didn't do military service, by the way, to people that may misconstrue that. It's just something that we have in my country, in which there's this military sort of card that you usually have to get as when you're 18. You kind of have to enroll in this lottery, and you have a chance to just do basic service or long service or just no service at all. I got lucky and got no service at all. But yeah, look, the point being is that I just don't want my sensitive data to be out there in a Windows machine anymore. I kind of just don't feel comfortable with that. So in the end, the thing is, I was already kind of with one foot outside of Windows. And when I heard that, you know, I had heard about the Proton project like way before, like let's say 2 years ago, but I never did the jump, right? I never sort of tried it. I never sort of attempted to make the jump into. Okay, so this one's incorrect. Okay. Yeah, I sort of hadn't made the jump. So when I heard that PewDiePie did the jump, I was like, okay, all right. So I mean, not to put myself on the level of PewDiePie or something. That guy is a legend and stuff like that. But I thought to myself, like, I see people that are willing to put in the effort to work with Linux, because that's the thing I think it boils down to it. Linux works. You just have to put in the effort to make it work. And most of the time it just works without any problem at all. Currently, I think like most of the time, if you pick the correct distro, you're not gonna have a lot of problems. Like if you're just browsing the internet and let's say chatting with friends and playing a game that's already platinum in Proton, you're not gonna have any problems whatsoever with Linux. Uh, but if you have a problem, like let's say for example, right now I'm having a problem with Linux and with Mac, which is for some reason after the new update with the Binding of Isaac, which is also one of the games that I currently I play a little bit, but not a lot. So the Binding of Isaac, I occasionally want to play that game. Um, I tried to boot it up, and in both Mac and in Linux, it's just dead. It's just completely dead. So again, for Windows, there's probably a priority to fix that. They try to fix it in Windows as soon as possible, or a lot of the community joins up and fix it as soon as possible. Not to say that that doesn't happen on Linux, but sometimes what happens is that it gets fixed for one distro, and then you just have to wait until it gets fixed for all the distros. Uh, or again, just you just gotta do it yourself. You just gotta go inside, try to find out what's happening, and fix it yourself. And in the case of the Binding of Isaac in Linux and the Mac, I think in both cases, you could just go inside and try to fix it yourself. And if you put in the effort, you can probably do it. But again, it's really just a matter of effort, I think. A lot of the time of like getting good at using your computer, getting good at knowing how your computer works and stuff like that. And sometimes I think, especially let's say like if you're busy with other things, if you're like let's say for example at school, you're in the middle of exams, right? So you just don't want to put in that much effort into learning another thing on top of the things that you're currently learning. Or let's say that you have a very intensive job and again, you just don't want to put in the effort, or you have kids, any list of reasons whatsoever, right? And you have a job, whatever it is the case, maybe you just don't want to deal with that. So just don't try Linux, or you just put it off. The thing that I want to boil it down is that Linux is getting way better and way better, and it eventually is going to reach a point in which I think it will overtake Windows. That point isn't today, currently, right now. It does demand you to know some things or to be prepared to, learn some things. And if you don't want it, that's completely fine. But in my case, I was already kind of mad at Windows overall, so when I saw some people putting the effort, it kind of just inspired me to put the effort myself, right? Sort of just give it the final try to jump on it. I've been jumping back and forth into Linux and Windows for let's say 5 years. Um, it never stuck. It really never stuck. It always came down to I want to try this game or I want to work with this software, and I'm cooked because I just cannot do it. In fact, the last time I switched from Linux back to Windows because again because I got let's say this freelance job in which I was helping somebody with some tasks, and I had software that could only run on Windows. So I decided to go back to Windows, uh, and then I never came back to Linux. But this time, it feels like I have a better chance at it, especially because now I know a little bit more about the virtual environments and using the cloud if necessary. So there is that. But bottom line, I guess I just want to say that's the reason why you now see the Linux environment. I'm giving it a shot, and I hope it's the final shot. I hope that I stick to Linux from this point on, because again, I'm just not happy with Windows at all currently. But anyways, so chapter 321, going back to One Piece, because I really took a long deviation with that. So going back to One Piece, let's see. Here we have the guys trying to thaw themselves from the ice. The ice was really dangerous for them. It was kind of eliminating them. Luffy's out here just trying to do something to Aokiji. It's not gonna work, but he's trying. He's giving it his best. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so this is chapter 321. Chapter 321-1. A lot of what we're gonna see here is kind of unscalable, to be honest. I mean, Luffy's doing his best. We know that he's giving it his best. But since it's not gonna work, I mean, like, does it even matter? Does it even matter that he tries to do stuff if it's doing an unquantifiable amount of damage that we really just don't know anything about? Like, it doesn't matter, bro. It really doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna scale the Gum Gum Storm of fucking uh Long Ring Long Island, because like it doesn't matter. It's not doing anything. Anyways, anyways, anyways. So Aokiji tells Luffy that they're even, that he doesn't need to worry about the things they did, whatever. Because he owes him because he took care of Smoker. He says he could kill him right there, and he could. He really could have. He really could have. This kick, as far as I understand, would have just killed Luffy right here, straight up. It's not really that impressive. I mean, we know he can do it. I mean, we know he can do it. We know any admiral could do it, really. If they wanted to. Any admiral could just casually kill Luffy at this point. It really isn't like a big surprise or anything. It's kind of just what they are. They're just very, very strong right now. Like, compared to our characters, yeah. Anyways, right now here is reflecting. I think she's probably feeling some sort of like complete bliss or happiness right now. Cause like the thing is, this is the first time that she wasn't given up. Like in all the other occasions, we can assume that if somebody came for Robin, she was given up. She was completely just given up as a way to save themselves. This time that doesn't happen. Nobody gives her up. In fact, this time people came specifically looking for her. It wasn't like it was somebody looking out for Luffy and then Luffy tried to bargain with her. No, 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 no. Aokiji came for her specifically. And Luffy stood up for her. Everybody stood up for her. Everybody protected her. Everybody gave her life for her. And, that's just something special to her. Something that she hasn't dealt with. She's obviously trying to act the same. She's trying to not sound any different, but she is feeling different. She is. Anyways, I'm also feeling a little bit kind of bad these days. I'm kind of a little bit sick. I really should try to not push myself that much. So, if I have to end this stream a little bit early because I'm feeling bad, don't be surprised about that either. Anyways, I really should stop drinking caffeine as well. I think I need to stop that. But anyways, that's just something not fun. So I'm not gonna be talking about that. So here they meet the I don't know Tom's family, Tom's adopted family. I don't know whoever it is. Again, we see more moments of um, Robin enjoying her time with Straw Hats, just feeling really happy. You can really, really see that something is different. Uh, Anyways, they arrive here at Water 7 and they're going to look for some carpenters. Carpenters. Anyways, continuing on with this, they just keep exploring Water 7, they keep exploring Water 7, they keep exploring Water 7, they keep exploring Water 7, and some thieves come. Zoro's just gonna kill them all. What the fuck is this? Okay, that is crazy. I don't know what the fuck Zoro just did, but I'm not gonna scale that. That's just I'm not gonna scale that. I mean, like, I think he just put his sword up. I don't even think he put any effort in that attack or defense or block or whatever, which is fine. I mean, he really outskills everybody here by a lot, so it's fine. But I don't know, it's still kind of impressive. Anyways, I'm trying to make this work, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it's stuck. Let me see if I can get us out of here, guys, because kind of got stuck. Okay, I'm a little bit worried right now that I don't see the OBS software being open, so I'm gonna. Okay. Oof. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Oof. Thank God. I got scared for a little bit. I didn't see it on the windows, anyways. So I need to open spectacle again, and then rectangular region. This thing. I'm gonna save as, and I'm gonna put chapter 325. Um, Now Zoro uses Rhino Cycle and kind of just sends everybody flying. Rhino Cycle is probably an attack that scales lower than Dragon Tatsumaki. Dragon Tornado or whatever. So yeah, it's just easy. Robin rocking out a new outfit, walking with Chopper, and then she gets scared. Robin disappears. Namid successfully negotiates for the most amount of berries possible for the goal. They meet Kaku. Kaku's beginning running. Nice. All right. They meet Iceberg. Iceberg is pretty cool. Here comes Polly. So Polly has the rope action, kind of good. Probably this skill seems higher than any Frankie family member. It's not really that high, but it's fine. It's fine. We like Polly here. It's fine. It's fine. He doesn't scale that high. Anyways, Anyways, hook, line, and sinker. Although obviously Rablucci let this happen because like he obviously scales way higher than Pauly, but yeah, he let it happen. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Anyways, so after a while, this is probably gonna be a little bit quiet. I need to focus on the purpose of this video because if not, this isn't gonna be good for me. But anyways, let's try to keep in mind focus. Anyways, I think it is going to have to be just a slow stream today because I am just not feeling well. But yeah, let's just go easy. Let's just not try to push my luck too much. Let's just try to be as light on the body as possible because I am not feeling that well. Anyways, so here's Kamnusop. Hey, this is a really good feat. He destroyed a door, no problem. With one slingshot, by the way. Really easy from Nusop right here. Once again, Usopp shows great endurance against physical attacks. He gets a punch from Frankie to the face. We probably know that this is in full power Frankie, but we also do not have any sort of like information to know how much he held back. So let's just say it's a middle of the road for him. And yeah, Luffy Usopp just ate this and continued on attacking. Frankie just negates this attack with a punch. So the thing to scale here is actually the punch. The punch just destroys the exploding star. So yeah, there's that. And then they're just wailing on him. They're just punching him. Again. Now here comes the walk to Frankie's house, and they're about to destroy these people. Just completely and totally destroy them. Again, this is basically a Luffy punch. Basic Luffy punch. We have no reason to believe that he was going super all out or anything like that. So kind of just Luffy just punching a guy. So here Luffy uses Gum Gum Cannon, and according to the Frankie family members, battleships cannot hurt this. So this means that this cannon scales higher than, let's say, barrage of cannonballs from a navy ship. So yeah, pretty good for Luffy. It means that he's just hitting on different levels now. Anyways, they shoot cannonballs now. Again, the struggle is just blatantly above cannonball level. At this point, it's just blatantly. Just like if at the beginning they were comparable to cannonballs, at this point they're just way above cannonballs. So yeah, there is that. Here we have Zoro demonstrate the ability to cut steel. He kind of just has it now. So if he cannot cut something from this point on, that means that it's some special kind of steel that is tougher than regular steel. But yeah, he just has that ability now. Uh, Sanji comes in here, just very smoothly, just deals with these guys, no problem. They're really just not on his level at all. And then here comes Chopper. So Chopper is Chopper is absolutely the weakest one here, absolutely. But obviously he also still scales way above the Frankie fodder, way above them. So I would say Chopper is probably the one that's more closest to let's say average of Cannonball's level. He might be at that level. He's like, I don't know, fucking 20 cannonballs worth of strength. While everybody else here is probably 100 cannonballs of strength or above. So yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, they're just beating this guy up pretty badly. Then they try to to do an attack, which I think it's actually weaker than the alternative, which would be to just throw like 50 cannonballs altogether. They just throw a bunch of bullshit at their enemies. I guess it is kind of useful in the world of One Piece to have something like this, because devil fruit abilities and stuff like that. So maybe, yeah, I mean like a regular cannonball wouldn't work on a rubber man, but maybe a sword would work on a rubber man, right? So there is that. It does force Luffy to dodge this attack instead of just repelling it. So I'm gonna give it that. This is an attack that's stronger than, let's say, five cannonballs being thrown at the characters, but it's not good. It really is not good. It really is not enough because like they just scale way harder than the five cannonballs being thrown together. So the Frankie family really just has no chance. So they basically just destroy the place. It makes sense that they do that. Anyways, here comes the Luffy and Usopp fight. Zoro, Zoro's just seeing these. Anyways, the fight begins and Usopp's already doing tricks to land a hit. So I'm gonna rate these attacks, I guess, just the sort of like base, no no damage attacks. So here we have the X star attack, which is some X being thrown at your face. Then we have the flash dial attack, which I mean it does damage your eyes, I guess. It does do that. Hot pepper attack, spikes attack. Yeah, none of this is really gonna be able to take down Luffy in the long run. Then also does this really cool move, which is the fire star amped by the cloud gas. So yeah, I mean like this one's a really cool move that Usopp's pulling out here, but it's not enough. It really isn't enough. As I said, at this point, Luffy can eat no problem, like 10 cannonballs to the face and be fine. This fire star, I would say that has the power of maybe 3 cannonballs at max. Yeah, Luffy's eating this. It's causing damage, but not enough damage. Nowhere near enough damage. And then Luffy lands this combo. It's a pistol, and then this goes into a bazooka, but gets nullified by the dial. And then Usopp throws the bazooka right back at Luffy with an impact. It's not enough though. Maybe if it was a reject, maybe, but it isn't. And then Luffy puts Usopp down. Which now on reread, there's something really interesting about this bullet, because like Luffy is a character that just in last arc kind of worked together with Usopp to prep him up for the boxing match, right? Like Usopp set a fun adventure for him, got him the Afro Luffy disguise so that to hype him up, to have fun. Usopp and Luffy together kind of have this childish sense of adventure in which they really have fun without needing, fights. Like let's say characters like Zoro would drag him into. Uh, he isn't like somebody that has to be inspired into feeling adventure like Chopper, right? Like Usopp just has this natural sense of adventure similar to Luffy, and it's a sense of adventure that doesn't need violence. In fact, it's a sense of adventure that doesn't want violence at all that much. Luffy is a guy that uses violence to sort of get what he wants, but honestly, that guy would be fine just eating and doing contests of strength and speed, like just having fun all the time, right? Usopp is very similar in that, and that's probably the difference on like what's an adventure for Luffy and what's an adventure for Zoro. Like they both can have adventures, but like Luffy's very oriented to you know silly adventures and hardcore adventures. He can do both, and whereas Usopp's more of a silly adventures kind of guy, and Zoro's more of a only hardcore adventures kind of guy. What I'm trying to say is basically like just last time we sort of saw the dynamic come forward with the Afro Luffy thing, and now we're seeing the dynamic crashing and burning, and it's just I don't know, it's impactful. It feels deep. Anyways, just some silly ideas, I guess. This has been talked a lot, and it's probably one of the best fights in the series because of what it needs, because you know the emotional weight behind it. But you know, I'm not gonna be talking about it a lot. I lack the sort of understanding to explain this battle deeper than this, but I like it. I like it. Like purely talking from writing wise of like, the emotion that you feel when you're reading this. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Also tries his best, but he's outmatched. He's really outmatched. And Luffy's just taking no pleasure from this. No pleasure whatsoever. He is completely pissed. That's another funny thing here. Like Usopp was actually nerfed. He was actually on pretty bad condition before he began fighting Luffy. But whatever. We can never return to the ship. Yeah, you can never return. That's for sure. So they're about to get involved with this mess. The same for 350, and I think that's gonna be it for me, guys. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel better and we can do this better. Right now I'm not feeling it. Anyways, now Frankie versus Luffy. Let's go. Frankie Fireball. I really like the backup dancers for Frankie. Makes him look cooler. I mean, he's already pretty cool as it is, but it makes him look way cooler. Anyways, and but whatever. Should be fine if I mess up for a little bit. Again, the first strong right, weapons left, then whip, Caligula Company comes in. Suppress Lucci versus Luffy. Yeah, I don't know about this fight, guys. I mean, like, I don't really think you can scale anything out here. Anyways, good event. Anyways, I'm getting close, thank God, because like, again, I'm not really sure how much I can hold it in. Foley gets defeated off screen. Come on, come on. First Tempest kick. Damn, Calvert looks really good in this one. Anyways, Bruno, yeah. Let's see, B9. First finger pistol. double Tempest Kick by Kaku and Cauliflower. Interesting. You know what's something funny about this encounter of the Straw Hats versus CP9 at this point in the story? The Straw Hats were nerfed, but now knowing the deal that Robin made, CP9 was also nerfed. They also didn't go full power out here. They could have tried to kill them, but no, they also didn't go for killing blows at this point because they needed to fulfill their bargain by letting the Straw Hats live. That was the only condition that they needed to follow. So yeah, kind of funny to be honest. Kind of really funny. Ooh, okay, so this is a Tempest kick from Lucci. Doing a lot of damage, honestly. Luffy managed to land some damage on Lucci right here. But it's not enough. But again, as much as we can say that the Straw Hats were nerfed, CP9 was also nerfed. They couldn't kill the Straw Hats. They just couldn't do it. So yeah. Now the shot. Honestly, really nice shot of everybody just looking at the Galila company being destroyed. Jesus Christ. Good shot. So now they begin hunting for Frankie. And that's it. Okay, you guys. As I said, I'm not feeling that well today, so I'm just gonna stop early today. It's just a 1 hour stream. I've been meaning to do more streams, so I think possibly a good compromise for me right now is that since I cannot do 3 hour streams anymore, I'll just try to put in 1 hour or half an hour every day just to sort of get to the goal that I'm trying to get at. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do because if not, my body's just not gonna take it. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me and seeing this through. Next time we will see chapters 350 to 400. So that's gonna be the goal for next chapter. I mean, for the next video. And that's it. Uh, have a good night, everybody. Uh, this one was kind of just me talking about really nothing for like half an hour or 1 hour or something, and then a little bit about Windows and Linux. But I guess I'm just not feeling that well today. Anyways, have a good night.